Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you
Awesome.
hear me now? How about now? How about now? I'm just joking. I'm being annoying now. Am I annoying now?
Yes.
Don't answer that question, people.
Yes, he is.
Do not answer that question.
Welcome to Kickstart Day 1, everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
I've seen a lot of posts
Oh my
on
goodness.
Facebook. It's been hard to keep up, so I've been trying to like everything.
Me too.
I gave up on commenting, so I apologize for not commenting on everyone's posts. But when I like your post, it means I read it, okay?
And I've been commenting on those that I think need a comment, who really are looking for some guidance or some inspiration, maybe. This is day one, everybody. We don't want anyone to feel already overwhelmed or challenged, right? We know there's going to be things that are going to get thrown at us no matter which way we look at it, but we still have to move forward. We can't just say, okay, well, day one's a flop. I'm done. No,
We have
no.
We have a special guest tonight. One of our members of Kickstart, Carey, will be taking us through Your Life, Your Vision. So we'll talk about that in a few seconds. But we do want to start off the session tonight as people join in, just to kind of touch base on how your day is going. So in chat, either if you're watching right now or if you're watching a replay later, we want you in chat to comment.
One word
of how you feel on day one. How are you feeling
right now? One word.
Day one, how do you feel about day one? So write your one word down and let us see those words come in. Amazing, pumped, fantastic, positive, excited,
strong,
great, tomorrow, inspired,
motivated,
ready, motivated,
energized,
focused,
happy,
encouraged, terrific.
Great. I feel like Tony the Tiger all of a sudden.
So those are all great. And you know what? If today is your first day, and we've seen people post in the group that they're not feeling well today, that they're sick, don't worry. We're doing this for 42 days. So as long as you know you're doing the best you can, you're still going to achieve things during Kickstart. Even if you can't do everything every day, you're still going to have 41 more days to tackle this.
Exactly. Don't allow one day to determine the rest of your days, right? We can't live that way, because if we live that way, none of us would ever be happy. And we want to be happy. We want to bring some type of happiness inside of our hearts, inside of our minds. And the more you think of it, the better it is, right? The better you are. You have to actually believe that you are happy in order to be happy, if that makes sense, right? I hope that makes sense to you. Like, even if you force it a little bit, because look at, if I sit here and I'm going to do this little exercise before we start. I
don't know what's going on with them. You sound like a turkey. You sound like a chicken.
Seeing some smiles on people's faces. I'm seeing some laughter. I'm seeing some frowns, not even frowns, but just like dead faces become more vibrant by just me laughing. So if ever you're in that moment where you're frustrated and you're down, start laughing for no reason. I'm telling you, it impacts the endorphins. It makes your brain think that you are feeling good. And it really does make you feel good. So I'm hoping that that just can inspire you all a little bit right now.
Two things we want to show you guys. We are tracking in our books. So I have most of my commitments done for today. All I have left is to track.
Me too.
And to go to bed by 10, which I will do because I am tired today. I took a nap after work today because I was so tired. So I took a cat nap for 20 minutes.
Guess what, everybody?
And Jean-Luc?
My pantry.
Already done.
It's not done.
Oh.
But I put things in order so I know what I have right now. It's not where I want it to be, but it's in order. Now I know I have 12 cans of maple syrup in a whole bottle. Yeah.
No, I went to the grocery store. I told you we didn't need any.
I literally told you.
Listen to me.
I told this. You even grabbed something yourself. You said, "Oh."
It was never me. I would be like, do we need maple syrup? Yes, we do. Okay, two more.
We'll not go there. And then also him in the sriracha. He has 3 bottles of sriracha, and he's the only one that eats it.
You know what? There's always sriracha shortages. There's always sriracha shortages. See, everyone's agreeing.
Maybe there'll be maple syrup shortages.
We're in Canada, honey. You just go outside, find a maple tree, just tap it, and just put your mouth in it. There you go, maple syrup.
But I'm honestly, guys, it's one of those things that we said, right? Having this whole inventory of what you already have in your house so you can use it. I know some of us are like, oh, well, it's so high in bites or high in points. Find a way to incorporate it in your meals, even if it is, because there is a way of doing it. You don't need to eat all of it all at once, right? You can add it somehow. And some of these things are healthy for you, some of them maybe not, but that's okay. You could still incorporate them and never feel like you're depriving yourself. I just want to make sure you guys realize that.
We also had great meals today. So after tonight's session, Jean-Luc and I are planning to post all our meals throughout Kickstart. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it at the end of the day because it's too much to do it throughout the day. We're so busy. So what we'll do is at the end of the day, we'll have a recap. We'll take pictures of our trackers. We'll share that in Kickstart and online on social media. So you guys can see the meals we had today, what we ate, how we're doing in terms of our own journeys.
Our own journey. And we are on this journey as well with you.
And did you do today's activity, everyone? Everybody did their 3 grateful things today?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read mine. I'm grateful for my husband.
You're welcome.
My cats. Oh. And my life. That's my 3 things I'm grateful for.
That's so funny because I said I'm grateful for my husband, my cats, and my meow towns. For those of you who don't know who the meow towns are, they're all the ladies who come and take care of our cats when we go away.
They're never alone.
They're never alone. And these are friends of ours that come in when we go on vacation and take care of them for weeks at a time. And so if it wasn't for these ladies, Rosie's coming while we're in Costa Rica for the week. Lynn has been here for 2 weeks during Christmas to watch our cats when we were on a cruise. Like, those are people in your life that are priceless.
Yes, definitely.
There are people in your life that are priceless, and you know what? Tell them they are priceless, please.
I hope you all did the activity today because this is important. You have to appreciate the things you have in life. As much as things sometimes don't look great out there, there's still things that we have to be appreciative for and what we're doing every single day. And you know what? That's why we created these exercises, to make you think, to make you feel proud of yourself, because you're all great people here. You're all amazing people.
We created these exercises and they're helping us, and we are the ones that have put these together.
I was like, I wrote this like 2 months ago, so I don't remember. I don't remember what I put down. So, awesome. Today too, you also went to the dentist.
I did go to the dentist, everybody. For those of you who know, I've been having some. I've been supposed to be getting a crown because I'm a queen, so I'm getting a crown done. I'm actually getting 2 crowns done because I'm a super queen. I should be on RuPaul's Drag Race.
She's a super queen.
So I had some complications at one point. We had to go see a specialist. They got that fixed. I went to finally get the first process of the crown done. I'm fine, although they did have to cut my gum a little bit in order to get it to bond back. It was fine. Although it was a root canal tooth, so it didn't hurt as much as I expected it would. But I'm not a dentist, and I don't like dentists. But I'm not gonna lie, my dentist is great.
He's really
and he's really handsome too, so that kind of helps. I'm not gonna lie.
It does help.
The dentist, you're like, and he's such a nice guy, and everybody in that office absolutely amazing.
When you see a doctor and or a dentist and they look good, you're kind of like, oh, it hurts a bit more. Can you check it a little longer?
No.
Another announcement is people have kept joining Kickstart. We're now at 775 people that have joined Kickstart.
Yeah.
Overnight, people just kept joining, and we're still getting emails. For those of you wondering, if anybody has friends who want to join, you can join at any time. There's no deadline. If someone joins at day 30, it's okay. It doesn't matter when you join. You're going to miss out on the beginning part of Kickstart, but at least you can maybe create some habits, and then you'll join us the next time, because we're coming back in April after Easter. There's going to be our summer Kickstart to get ready for the summer bodies that we all want, right? That's what we're going to try to prepare for in April, May.
Some are bodies, some are not.
Some are bodies, some are not.
I'm just joking. All our bodies, all our bodies.
So we're going to do that. So we're excited. We're so glad to have all you here with us. This is like we said yesterday, it's a passion of ours. If you missed any sessions, if you've missed anything and you're not sure how to do certain things, go to the dashboard. So again, like last night.
Ask the question. You ruined.
Sorry. Ask it again.
Where do we find everything?
Dashboard.
On the dashboard.
On the dashboard. So when you go to our website, jeanlucandnick.com, right at the top, it says go to dashboard. Anywhere you go on our website, that button is always there. Click on it, you'll always be brought back to the main menu.
And I really want to alleviate some fear. I think people are afraid I'm going to press a button I'm not supposed to press it. And also, a lot of people have been asking, where do I track my food? You could track your food in the book that you purchased. If you purchased one, you could track it in the PDF, or you track it in your own app, either your WW, your Healthy, your Gina Living, a book. I know some people are doing it on a Google Keep. we are not asking you to track food. That is not something that we are even promoting. Like we're offering.
We're not nutritionists.
Because we're not nutritionists. We're ourselves following healthy, right? So we cannot tell you, oh, come track here and we'll give you we'll tell you what we're eating. We'll give you bites and points and things like that. But we can't specifically tell you, oh, that's enough protein, that's enough this. We do not want to provide that info because we don't feel like we have
the knowledge
to do so. Okay?
We've been, we are life coaches, so we can do the mental health, the group setting, the giving advice. But when it comes to nutrition, we're just not. We didn't want to go back to school again. We decided X-nay on the nutritionist part.
No, so many other things out there that are work for people. So
and I'll be honest, we talked about this before. We said that when you tell people what they need to do, they don't do it. So if you tell someone don't eat meat, they'll want to eat meat. Don't eat cake, they'll want to eat cake. So do what you feel is right for your own health and weight loss journey, but use Kickstart to maybe help you not forget to track every day in your app or in your book or in your journal.
And the more you track in different places, the better it is because it's repetitiveness. It's making yourself accountable not only to one place, but multiple places. So you feel like you always have to do it.
So now we'll introduce our special guest. So for those of you who joined us in the fall, Carey was with us in the fall as well. She did a wonderful session about vision boards. And the thing is, we brought her back because, it's a new year. There's a new vision, new goals are starting. And we thought this would be the best time to have the session on day one of Kickstart. So now you guys have your 10 commitments. You know what your goals are. So now it's time to visualize yourself in the future.
And now you want to visualize those commitments to bring you to those goals. So I'm going to introduce you to this lovely guest tonight. Her name is Carey. Carey's a retired teacher from the Peel School District. Back in 2015, she retired. So, but her passion of learning has never stopped. She studied French at Sheridan College. She continued this in the fall at the University of Toronto as well. Then during COVID, Carey pursued an interest in health and wellness, earning certification as a fitness instructor and a personal trainer, a wellness coach, and a registered health coach. She's loves staying active because it's always been part of her life. And she even plans to run a full marathon this year. Like, OMG, you go, Carey. That blows my mind because I've never pictured myself running a marathon. I'll never say I won't do it, but I've never pictured myself doing it.
I just imagine my hips hurting.
Me too. So Carey will, tonight, she'll lead us in your life, your vision. That is tonight's topic. She'll show us how to use vision boards and how to set clear goals and how to stay motivated and create the life that we all want. So I'd like to, all of you, help us in having Carey join us this evening. Thank you so much for being here, Carey.
You're welcome. Thanks. I don't have on my agenda this year for a marathon. That was last year. And I actually haven't run since, I think, February of last year. Very sad, but that's the way life has been for me, as everyone else, 2024. So welcome. And, when I was thinking about doing this afternoon in the very few spare moments I had between grandchildren sleeping and my daughter doing something else and my puppy something else, I started thinking about, Kickstart starting today, January starting today. It's like all these, my printer kept printing things and it was all blank pages. Or I look at my journal that I got, but I didn't fill it out yet. I haven't filled out all of my pages. The journal came in after New Year, so it's all right. So when I was thinking about the presentation, I was thinking about how we can reset and how we can look at our commitments. And often we hear ourselves say, I want to be healthier. I want to lose weight. I want to go to the gym. The real crucial part that we seem to be missing is creating a clear vision of what that actually looks like for us. So I started thinking, okay, what are my energy levels like? Well, two babies in the house, 2 days, a puppy who's here, the snow I haven't shoveled, the laundry's in, the dishwasher's on. It was a very hectic 2 days. So, and then I think, okay, well, how good is my sleep? Well, I slept quite well last night. I didn't have any of the baby monitors. What about stress management, time management? Oh, I still have food to prepare for the week and I'm working all week and I haven't done that in about a year. I've worked all week. So all of these daily experiences that we have give us an idea really of what our health is. And they can really contribute to what our commitments are. And so how often do we pause and check in with ourselves? So while I was creating the presentation, I started thinking, we know when people take time to create a clear wellness vision before diving into the goals and the commitments, they're much more likely to achieve them. And we say, why? Well, they're not chasing a number on the scale or trying to set a goal that isn't meaningful. They're moving towards a vision that they have. So what I'd like you to do for the next 30 seconds is to rate your current energy levels on a scale of 1 to 10. So think about it. What are your energy levels like right now? And then if you have a piece of paper and a pen, write down 3 words describing how you want to feel at day 42 of Kickstart. Or how do you want to feel at the end of 2025? And yes, if you'd like to rate your level, put it in the chat. That's great. Oh, wolf moon. Exactly. Use the positive energy from that full moon. And then you're thinking of what your energy level is today and how you really want to feel at the end of Kickstart. Think about what is one daily habit that would help you to bridge that gap. It's kind of simple, but it's also very powerful. So this is just one very small exercise towards setting an intentional approach to creating your vision board. And this is something that I've learned when I've worked with clients and other coaches, that the lasting changes that we have come from having that clear vision. Understand what your starting point is, where you want to go, and then the steps that you take, those intentional steps you take every day. And I like to say, one step at a time. So without further ado, I am going to, I'm not going to do that yet. Sorry, I'm going to shrink this down because I don't have this guy set where I need it to be. And my Zoom was working rather strange earlier as I was tutoring and it kept going kind of funny on me. So we're going to think about your life, your vision. This year I have cut a lot of pictures out, so I'll go through what the kind of process looks like here, and what I have done in the past. So, and it's not good. I don't know how to make it move. I never know how to make it move. How do you make it move in PowerPoint when I'm in Zoom? This is not working the way I want it to today. Oh, there we are. So I came across this picture the other day, and I started thinking about how what words I got from it, and how I was feeling by looking at it. And I pulling some of the words down from the sides. So when I do think about the, what I'm doing or what you're doing, your life, it's up to you. Yes, we have the burps and everything else that happen along, but you're
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm sure we're
got the
seeing
blank
Carey.
page. We start day 1 Kickstart, maybe it was a trial rate.
Carey, I'm not sure if you can hear us, but your connection is very, very poor right now. It's cutting out on us.
Oh, I see that. It says
You're back. You're
yeah,
back.
I see it says it's unstable. I have to get rid of Kojiko. My student tonight goes, you're glitching, you're freezing, you're gone. I wasn't gone. It was okay. I was talking about Newton's law. So I like to think about some of the words and how I want to feel. And actually, when I was reviewing this, I took off some words because it's not me anymore. And then what kind of things would you like to be part of your everyday? For me, I love gardening. I love to travel. Can't do that unless some of those kitty ladies want to take care of a 6-month-old puppy. Then I could go and travel for like a couple of weeks. That would be lovely. Sitting in silence. I begged to sit in silence for at least 10 minutes to have one quiet cup of tea today, but I didn't. But adventuring, all kinds of different things there, lots of family time. And then you have to think about a year from now, what do you want your life to look like? Not even a year from now, what do you want your life to be like after 42 days? This is your opportunity just to really give yourself that kick to get the year off started in a really positive way. What would a typical day in your life look like a year from now, 42 days from now? Where are you going to wake up? Who do you wake up to? Where in the world are you? And then what I tend to do every day, I write my intention for the day. Doesn't matter what journal, and I've got boxes of journals now. I set an intention, and then I do my 3 daily gratitudes. And I reflect at the end of the day as well. So you can set a timeline for your vision board. 6 weeks, coincide with Kickstart. Maybe you've got something really special on the plate coming forward. I've got a birthday coming up that's a big one in April. I wanted to go away, can't do it. So I'm going to go somewhere else. And, how would I like to feel on that day? But you just, this is your vision, your life. No one else can help you set this up. And then what area of your life do you want to focus on? Relationships, fitness, your personal, your career. Maybe, for myself, I have always wanted to be fluent in French. And I'm still on that pathway. I have taken many courses over the years. And actually, I just posted an article on our retired teachers Facebook page about how it's important to keep our brains going for our cognitive abilities. So that to me is a really important part. It has nothing to do with my career. It just has for my life and my brain. You can also think about splitting your board up, 50% for your vision and 50% for, of your personal life, your professional life. And then however you want the focus. And then dream big. What do you want those 6 weeks? What is it going to look like on day 43? What do you need to do to align your vision to your commitments? Or is your vision aligned to your values? We often say we value this, we value that. Are your commitments aligned to what you value most? And what do you want to create in that timeline? So when we say, I want to release weight, well, how much weight? Is it realistic? Can you actually in 42 weeks lose 25 pounds, 30 pounds? Depends on, where you're at. What routines do you want to do? Where do you want to see yourself every single day when you're looking at your vision? I decided to buy a journal that had a yearly focus to it. And I actually picked up, I had all my stickers and pictures, and I haven't put the pictures in here, but I did write, took 3 stickers, take time to do it, makes your soul happy. And every time I look at my journal, I have to think about that. Stay patient and trust your journey and follow your dreams. So whatever you pick, you feel good when you look at them as well. So I started, this is one of the boards that I did last year, which depicted some of the big moments in my life. my sister's just before my 60th birthday, my daughter's beautiful wedding 2 years ago. My son and I walked her down the aisle. My home away from home, Papineau Lake. My son, how proud I was that he backpacked the Pacific Crest Trail. My beautiful mother who passed away 2 summers ago, and my beautiful Welsh Terriers, which sadly I no longer have them. That was part of my horrible summer last year. Then I took some pictures, and these quotes really resonated with me. I can't go back and do anything over again, but I can start all over. And I love the one about everything is hard before it's easy, because that picture was taken with the Gold Rush Trail, the Chilkoot Trail in the Yukon, and the people who climbed over the mountain from the US into Canada as they sought out the gold. And another one, keep beginning. So you know what? You messed up tonight. It didn't break your whole day. You can restart as many times as you want to. Just keep that dream alive. So again, some other ideas, Pinterest, you can look for vision boards, dream boards. There are so many different ideas. I took my orange Bristol board to the cottage with me, and all the pictures that I had cut out, but I didn't get to doing that. It didn't feel right for me this year to do the pictures. So I did lots of different quotes. And then once you've created your board, bring it to life. Make it be, the first thing you see in the morning, the last thing you see at night as you're reflecting. And then visualize what those pictures mean, those quotes mean, whatever the one word is. What is it, So focus on that. And you can see that I'm saying you can do quotes, you can do pictures, you can do a mixture of both. What is important to you really is what I'm getting at. This is mine from 2024. I had planned to go to Kilimanjaro in Africa to climb it and to run the marathon. Unfortunately, I ended up with quite an injury and osteoporosis in my back. So the climb can never happen. I did run a little bit last year, and then I took a 2-week trip down to Cuba and realized I really love walking. So I've been doing a lot of walking instead of running now. And then after you've completed your vision board, you can maybe clarify those commitments and goals. There might be more for you to see and to think about after that point. And always write your health goals in the present tense, so that, if I lose 20 pounds or if I'm doing this, I say to myself, I will be running on such and such day. I have signed up for this. I am going to do this. I am joining, Nick and Jean-Luc, they're doing the Women's Walk for Mental Health. You can walk it, you can run it, you can just get out there and move and do it. It's a really important activity. That's in the present. I will be doing this. I have registered for that. Break it down into smaller milestones. How are you going to walk 5K? One step at a time. Tonight, I'm going to walk to the end of the block, and I'll just keep doing that until I can go further. And then I kind of put this at the end because it really meant a lot to me. I was saying to my daughter yesterday, I said, I don't know how many years I have left on this planet. I think my plans for what I'm going to be doing next year are going to change because, there's too much. And if you guys could just excuse me for 2 seconds, I have a puppy who's crying right here at the door. And if I don't get him out, I'll be cleaning up extra things. So 2 seconds.
Of course, go ahead. And as she's letting the puppy have we have a little kitty right here too, being
we understand what it's like having a young animal in the house. So totally understand.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a walk, and it's funny because I'm almost at 10,000 steps, and I haven't left my house. Well, I did. I went today was swimming class with the two babies. And I put in, what were those events in my life that were really that brought such joy to me? Being able to go down a slide with my arms up, screaming and yelling and laughing. The first Christmas after my husband died, I took my kids to Quebec. Look at me, I'm on snowshoes and I've just jumped across a creek. I was scared senseless. Going into the hat store and being really goofy with my daughter a few years ago. Way too much fun and laughter. And as Jean-Luc said, you gotta laugh every day. You just gotta have something. So here's my vision for this year. That is Charlie. He is an Airedale Terrier. He's going to be a very big dog. He's a big goof. And I say that I was not an intention to get an Airedale. I was meeting the breeder who has the Welsh, which is what I've always had. And this goofy guy came out and I was told that he was born on the day that I got married back in 1990. And I thought it was a sign from heaven that my husband was saying, you need a companion. And I think that's what gave me pneumonia, because I came into the house every day and I cried. Hello, empty house. So my vision board, what do I want to be? My vision this year, my word, I've never chosen a word, but I looked at evolve. I want to dance in the rain. I know everything I want and need is with me. And I looked at this tonight and I laughed because I have new neighbors. And I was saying to my neighbors when I went to introduce myself after I shoveled their walkway the other day, and I said, I got better get my dog out for a walk. I was out work. I had to work. I worked today. He goes, oh, don't people your age retire? I'm just like, oh, you're never too old to do what you want to do, guys. But anyhow, and then the beautiful photo of Christmas, my little guy, grandson, Xavier, Cassie, my son-in-law, and my daughter, and the big tall guy at the very back is my son. So that's what gives me great joy, and what I want to do this year. So I chose a word. And I think this quote really speaks for itself. And I think that's what really clicked with me the other day, when I said to my daughter, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't know how long I'm around, and I've had a couple of people that I know very well pass away this month. It passed away in December. So one day, just keep going, guys. And as I always like to say, keep your dreams alive. We have to have faith. We have to believe in ourselves. It is hard work and it's dedication, and we can all do it. We've got Kickstart, and you've got a great community of over 700 people cheering you on each and every day. And if you don't post every day and you just pop into the group, great. But everything is possible. Thank you.
Carey, vous avez fait une très belle présentation pour nous autres aujourd'hui.
Thank you.
I had to do it, Carey, just because I love you. That was amazing. Thank you so much for presenting that today. I think it was great. I actually took a few takeaways from tonight's presentation. First things first, that whole pausing. I love that you said we don't take enough pauses in our life. And so I said this for years, and I've created my own word with pause. I want you to all take moments of positivity. So pause, P-A-U-S-E, and add that positivity to those moments.
Change the narrative.
Change your words, change your stories. Carey showed a lot of words on that screen tonight. We use only and just and all these negative words in positive sentences. Remove those negative words in those sentences. Make those sentences feel like you're bringing more joy to your life, right?
And when she spoke about her dogs from last summer, I know Carey went through this at the same time we went through with our Keikos at the same time. So we actually exchanged messages when she was going through this. And so I know how hard it was for her to go through this. And see the cutie.
Oh my goodness.
And I love what you said about, He was born on a day of your wedding, and because we feel like these two were sent to us by Keiko's.
Yeah, Keiko's didn't say about
We feel-
Keiko's.
We think Keiko sent these two to
Yeah.
us on purpose, and he sent them both with the personalities that we needed, that he had. Even to the point where he's starting to jump on our backs, just like Keiko's used to do all the time.
Identical. Although he has little claws that hurt.
But we're trying to teach him to not use the claws and
Yeah.
to jump gracefully.
Or I'm always like, don't do it yet. No, let me brace myself.
So I understand that, and I also want to say, you know, for me, it was tough to get through those dark days. But that whole idea of positivity, you have to try to look at the light at the end of the tunnel.
And so other things that I really am taking away from this is we're never too old to restart, right? Or never too old to restart, never too old to learn. But the other thing I really enjoyed that you said there is that I wanted to add to the restart, you're never starting from where you actually started from, right? If you've done a few things in the past and then you're starting over again, you've learned some things. So make sure you apply the things you learn. Don't think like you're like, oh my God, I've never done this before. No.
You could look at Jean-Luc and I as an example. We lost 100 pounds years ago. You know, we could have came back and said after doing that, all that work, I'm not doing it again. Why would I bother? Like, you know, I'm just gonna no, because we have a vision of being together a long life and living and traveling and doing things together as long as possible. So you have to put that vision in your own mind of where you want to be. And I know sometimes it's not easy to think of the positive. Sometimes the negative's happening. Some of you are sick right now. It's hard to think of when I'm going to feel better. It's hard to think of that when you're not feeling well. But that light will happen. You will get better. You will be able to do things. You'll be able to do many things in the future.
Yes, definitely. And one thing that I really enjoyed that you said, Carey, is when you talked about how, you know, running was a passion of yours. And when you decided, well, you know what, maybe I can't run anymore, but I can still walk.
I can relate.
And you looked at the brighter side of things and showed a gratitude for that. And that is so important. I think it's that gratitude part in your vision board is really important. And I want to show you guys how I do my vision board, because you know me, I'm never like everybody else. I love that Carey takes pens and writes it out.
Because there's multiple ways you can do your vision board.
So many. You can get an app.
Canva.
You can do Canva. You can cut out newspaper clippings and magazine clippings and things like that. You can just do what Carey did and write a bunch of words and colorfulness and pictures. You can have more than one vision board. You don't need to have just one vision board that sticks to the same vision. You can have a health vision board, a finance vision board. You can have
I want to meet
Ryan Gosling vision board.
I don't know.
I want to meet Kelly Clarkson vision board. You know what I mean? Like things like that. But I also want to show you guys how I've done my vision board. This is my vision board here. It looks pretty blank right now because I haven't really worked on it.
Because the cats keep ripping the stuff off.
Keep playing with it. But I've created my magnetic vision board where I've made my own magnets by buying magnetic paper and buying vision board stickers. And then I can slap whatever I want when I want to it. I've even went ahead and bought little Zen words that I can add to my vision board so that way I can make it always moving and always evolving with me. I've got little magnets here. It says, life is tough, but you're tougher. So be creative with your vision boards. Don't feel like your vision boards have to just be a piece of cardboard. No, they don't do that. No, you actually have to place them there.
Okay, I was trying.
The magnets. So I want you guys to be creative with your vision boards. Your vision board could just be in your phone. Hope. Your vision board could just be a page on your phone that you keep adding to words, or you keep adding sentences that you go back and revisit over and over again and evolve those words and those sentences. So don't feel like a vision board is just something that is on your wall or on a piece of paper. You create your own vision board the way you want it to work in your journey.
So your homework, if you want to do it, is to create your own vision board. You don't have to share it, but if you want to share it in the Facebook, the Kickstart group, you can, or on the forum. It's all up to you. Again, nothing is forced on you. This is just a suggestion. If you feel that you need that vision of where you want to be in 42 days, then do it. Use your book. Your book right here has a page right here at the beginning that you can use right here. It's reflections before week 1. Right here. You can use this page right here to stick stuff on here, put your words, just do something just to see where your vision is going
Why
to be.
just that page? Why aren't you decorating this book with pictures and clippings and cuttings and gluing it in it and making this book your vision book for the next 42 days? No one's stopping you.
Exactly.
Except for yourself. We are the only person who are in charge of our journey.
Thank you so much, Carey, for joining us tonight. It was great to have you
Awesome,
again.
as always having
And
you.
Carey will be back for the spring.
Yes.
She actually provided
Other
a few
sessions
other sessions that she wants to actually teach to the community. So I want all of you to give a thanks to Carey. She also is a Kickstart member, so she's part of the community. She's also doing her commitments. She's with all of you on the Kickstart group. So if you have questions for her, just tag her. She's in there. Or if you have questions, then we'll tag her for you. So thank you again, Carey, for joining us tonight. And we will just end the session tonight by saying tomorrow's day 2. Okay, so day 2 is similar to day 1. Tomorrow morning, where are you going tomorrow morning when you wake up? What's that place you're going that has all the information?
Together now? On the dashboard. On the dashboard. You'll have so much fun. On the dashboard. Lots of information. On the dashboard. Yes, thank you. That was Heather. Heather Charlotte who told me, oh my God, Jean-Luc, you totally need to make a song. I'm working on it.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning, you'll go to the dashboard, click your daily tasks, go to day 2. Day 2 has a different daily task, a different physical activity, and then you'll be doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Every day throughout Kickstart has a different task for you, a different area. If you bought the book or you have the PDF, remember that you can use the QR codes in the corner here to access your day every day.
So
using
you
your
just
phone.
take your camera, right? You open your camera app on your phone. You bring that, and then what'll end up happening underneath the camera, it'll say jeanlucandnick.com in yellow, I believe, and you press it, and it brings me directly to the page that I need to be on. This was day 13 that he picked, but that's okay. It was day 13.
Day 13.
Day 13.
It works.
So then I now
I
have
tested
my
it
day
all.
13 task.
Yeah.
A few questions just to reiterate again. We are not asking you to track your food on the website. All we're asking you to do is check off that you are tracking your commitments. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself. Take those moments of positivity and know that you can do this.
We will be live again tomorrow morning on
Yep.
TikTok to do the physical challenge, and we will post it everywhere again afterwards. A lot of people have been messaging saying, hey, I got to see it and I got to do the challenge with you. That's why we're doing it this way this time. So tomorrow you'll see the same video. We're going to be doing the same thing for 42 days. It's one of our commitments.
We're even going to be doing it when we are in Costa Rica. Just FYI. So we'll be on the beach doing our daily activities, but still.
For those of you looking in your books ahead, you'll see that on day 10, day 11, day 10, day 13, you see a little toucan appears. That's because we will be in Costa Rica for a week at that point. We will be still going live in the group with you all. There's no sessions that week except for one session.
On a Tuesday,
we'll be doing it live from Costa Rica. We're going to bring our equipment with us and try to go live for all you.
Hopefully the internet is good.
It might change that. We might have to change the time of that session. Right now it says 7 p.m. But because of the time change, we might have to do it at 8 p.m. that night, your Eastern time. So we'll let you know if the times change. But essentially, we're going to do a show from there. But every day, we're still going to be doing our commitments. We're still going to be doing our physical challenge. So we will be filming it on TikTok while we're away. And you know what? On vacation, we share our photos. So you guys will see a lot of photos. I'm hoping to see a toucan. I was trying to do my vision board when I created this. See? Visioning, I see a toucan.
So Rosie doesn't know it, but she's going to be cleaning my closet for 15 minutes, 4 times a day, 4 times a week while I'm away.
I dare you to take a video of you cleaning out the closet at the report. Yeah.
I'll go to their kitchen. I'll be like, can I clean your...
No. I'm going to go to our room. I'll grab clothes and throw them on the floor, and I'll make you clean it up.
I will.
But then you can actually do it.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. Tomorrow night we have Danielle Reddy joining us. She is going to be talking to us about goal setting and how she never thought she would be an Olympian and how her life changed and how you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. So it's a really interesting session. We've had her as a guest before. She's a very good speaker.
She's an amazing speaker. She's a life coach as well.
Yeah.
her husband now, I believe it is,
Yeah.
is also a coach and other Olympian as well, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
And
So
then, and then on Thursday, he's making
I'm making butternut squash soup and some tortilla chips.
Yeah,
Some
so-
corn tortilla chips that, guys, I'm not like, no, I can't do that. They're bought from the store, but you put them in the air fryer. So it's easy, right? Nice, easy, fast, quick stuff that you can all do.
So we'll do that on Thursday, and then next Sunday, we're back here in Zoom. We have another guest. I think Paul is our guest, who is a life coach. So Paul, a life coach, who will be joining us to chat about his journey and as well as what he does as his life coaching career. And so we'll have that this Sunday. And like we said, almost all our sessions have guests this time. So we wanted to give you guys some variety. We're still going to be here. We'll talk all the time, obviously, but you'll hear other people as well other than us. So
why? Because everybody has a story.
Exactly.
And we always want to make sure you guys remember that your story is just as important as anybody else's.
And one little thing I will ask is, as Kickstarter is going, if you guys are seeing that, oh, I'm really loving this, and you want to send us some feedback, send us an email. Tell us how you're liking it. Tell us if there's things you want us to add or change. We like feedback so we've created this Kickstarter based on 4 years worth of feedback. We've listened to people, what they said, what they like, what they didn't like, and we try to build Kickstarter based on that. So
we already have ideas for the next version of the book.
Yeah, we already have some changes we're making for that.
If you think about like what I just said about decorating your book, maybe there'll be a few extra pages on the back that you can cut out and decorate your book with in the back, so your book becomes a vision.
We're also going to be possibly
maybe.
We're also very likely going to put orientation week in the book next time as well. So there's going to be, the book is going to expand, it's going to get bigger, because we learn from each session. We learn, okay, this didn't work as well. Let's fix it. Let's make it easier for next time. So let us know. Send us an email, hello@jeanlucinnick.com, or go to our website, the dashboard. There's a contact us section. You can send us a message through there as well.
Have a great evening, everybody. I'm so happy you are part of this community, and thank you for being a part of our lives.
You're making us be accountable too. I mean, my commitments are done today.
And then I still got to go log them on the app, on the website now.
Exactly.
Where? On the dashboard. On the dashboard. Login commitment on the dashboard. I'll figure it out later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great night.